Hey folks, Nick Valdez here, Chief Crypto Strategist for Verified Investing. And today we're going to talk crypto on our Pro Charts episode because Bitcoin is about a retest, a major trend line where if it can establish support, we can start talking about close to a $10,000 pump for Bitcoin. And that is going to be magnificent for some of you altcoin holders. I know you have your portfolio overexposed to altcoins, folks. Smash that like button if I'm talking about you at home. Yeah, I'm talking to you. But let's go ahead and jump into the Bitcoin chart, everybody. Now, first thing we're looking at here is this descending trend line, and you see Bitcoin came very close to retesting it today. We're going to draw this out just a little bit. Now, the reason it's so sensitive, I should say, is this is going back far. This is going all the way back to October of 2025. Let me get it right back to where it's supposed to be here. And so coming in from the top wick here, off the top rope, and then a nice little retest right here in May of 2026, and then look at today's price action. So Bitcoin coming into a very major level of support, and if it can hold this, that's when we can start talking about a nice little move, maybe potentially to this pump right here about 73,000. Right now we're at 63,000. So yeah, you're looking at about a 10K move, but we are going to have some other major levels that we're going to need to cross. Another hurdle is going to be the 67,000 area, potentially 66,900. So keep an eye out on that for Bitcoin. And you can see we're still trading along in this parallel range. We tried to break out here with 3 candles. We tried to break out with 4 or 5 candles. Maybe the next move above is going to be the final move outside of this descending parallel channel. And remember, folks, a descending parallel channel is typically going to be a bullish move, especially after a long move down. Now, you might be wondering, well, isn't that like a flag pattern? No, it's not like a flag pattern if it's not 90%. So a flag pattern needs to be about a 90% angle to about a 45-degree angle. That's going to be a nice little bear flag that would give you a move to the downside. But since the flag is heading to the downs or heading down, that's when you can expect a potential move to the upside. Now, this isn't guaranteed, of course. We're just talking about probabilities, and probabilities should dictate your trading experience. You shouldn't be, judging it off your gut. If you like a coin's founder, none of that stuff, folks. Stick to the technical analysis. Stick to the fundamentals. Let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum hit our level 1829. We've been talking about that forever, but it hit it again and had a nice little double resistance here, which is why one of the reasons I think ETH had a little bit of a struggle. Look at that wick right there, pushed all the way back down. And so the way this candle would work is Ethereum opened here on the top part of this red channel, would go all the way up here, then get pushed all the way back down and then close slightly below. And then that gives you your candle body close. And that's just not looking great for Ethereum as we have another red candle with about 7 hours left on this one. Let's look at XRP. XRP. Boy, talk about flirting with disaster. This one wicked below $1. This is 3 days ago. XRP wicked down to 99.09 cents, okay? Almost down to 99 cents exactly. Then, would actually end up above $1. It would actually end at $1.02. The very next day, closed at a $1 again. Look at that one, $1.0046, so less than half of a penny away from $1. And if you look at today's price action, we did pump above to 101. We were all the way down to 99.8 cents and now struggling to hold this $1 psychological level. We need to get above this trend line, in my opinion, and that's coming in from the February 6th wick low. Had a little area here that established our support. If you connect it to wick, that gives our trend line. That gives our trajectory here. And so seeing this price action respect this trend line and then seeing this action lose this trend line, to me, could give you, a little bit of warning here. But I did notice this descending trend line on XRP. And if we continue to draw that out, wow, look at that wick right there, folks. So it might be a little bit of support. But right now, XRP, it is fighting the left hand. It's fighting the right hand. I know those XRP bulls, they really want that thing to start pumping. You got to get back above $1, folks. So smash that like button. Every time one of you hits that like button, XRP goes up 1/100th of a penny. So enough of you do it. It's like Peter Pan and Tinkerbell, okay? You just got to believe, folks. You just got to believe. I think that's what Ted Lasso said. Now let's look at Cardano here. Cardano was trying to hold above the midway point of this parallel, now seeing some bearish pressure here. So I'm not liking what I'm seeing on Cardano. Now, we did take profit. I talked about this on Crypto Revealed, took some profit on Sunday. Talked about it on Monday because we didn't have a video then, and now we are down from that level. If I just come in from the middle of this candle, yeah, we took profit and we're down about 6 cents on that one. So Cardano not looking great. Now I should have got out above on Thursday, but you know what? I tell you to not trade with emotions. I love the community. I've talked to Charles Hoskinson. I've seen Charles Hoskinson. Didn't really, rub elbows with him or anything, but you know what? I do like the community. So I have a little bit of trouble selling that one, but hey, at the end of the day, sometimes you just got to get rid of that asset. Now let's look at Solana here. Solana and a nice little flag. Remember what we said about a flag? It needs to be about 90 degrees to 45 degrees. That gives you a nice bullish target for the bull flag at least. But if this was above 90 degrees, that's when it would start looking a little bit bearish. Right now, it is looking bullish, but I think we might be coming down to retest this descending parallel channel that was established from the bottoms here, the tops here. You continue to run this out. Bam, gave us our support. Bam, gave us our resistance. And we beat against this for a long time, folks. And if we measure this just from the first touch to the breakout, took over a month, 35, 36 days as it looks when it broke out. And so coming down for a retest would not be all that unexpected. Let's look at Hyperliquid, everybody. Hyperliquid, we got a short in. I'm going to talk more about this on Crypto Revealed, everybody. We already closed it. This one is just scalping. Looking at this on the 5-minute. Yeah, so we got in a little bit above 57 and some change, added to it at 58. I think I added to it around 58.25. So almost caught that exact top, pushed our average entry above, and then we are out of that trade. And I especially like getting out of that trade as we approach this yellow line. Now, if we zoom out, that's going to be this pivot bottom right here. Found a little bit of resistance, might find a little bit resistance, but if we can hold on the smaller time frames as support, well, folks might want to start talking about the top of that parallel channel again. Now, this is another coin we took profits on. Took profits at the top of this parallel. Was looking to add at the bottom of the parallel, but we just did not get there, folks. But you never go broke taking profits. So don't feel bad. Don't cry me a river here, even if you're a Justin Timberlake fan. All right, now looking at this one. How about that guy, though? Why did you not have an Uber driver, Justin? But I digress. Let's get back to the charts, folks. Looking at SUI here. That's right. I call it SUI, not Suey. Okay, SUI sounds like some country bumpkin name. SUI. I had to throw out the Deliverance reference again. But looking at this one, we do have this descending trend line. Fell below it right here, but then reestablished right here with these candle tops and then reestablished again. And now we're beating on this thing. Looks like 6 days, if I'm not mistaken here. Yeah, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 6th day right here. So almost at a week at this point. We're trying to break above this level, and we could have some potential targets to the upside, folks. Now I have this right here. Just ignore that vertical line. Let's just pay attention to this descending trend line. Now I'm going to tell you 2 coins. I should have led the show with this. I have the latest Binance scam pump coin. Also, we have pump.fun. I have just some key information I want to share with pump.fun. Now, pump.fun, we were talking about that one around 2 cents. Guess what, folks? We're almost at 3 cents now. We're almost looking at a 50% gain on pump.fun. Now, pump.fun, just to add a little bit of color to this, is a meme coin launchpad. And there's some allegations of wash trading, some allegations of manipulation of the revenue. But at the end of the day, they do have a somewhat healthy token buyback system. There's still a lot of tokens yet to be released. That's a whole nother conversation for another video. But I was looking at the liquidation heat map, and this high that we're seeing, if we zoom in a little bit, maybe go to the 1 hour, this high did not eclipse this high right there. So that to me looks a little bit worrisome. And so you can see it right here on the liquidation heat map. There are liquidations. People that have so much leverage, they're going to get liquidated right there. It did not clear those liquidations, but there's a lot of longs that are going to be getting liquidated. And this is what they call a liquidation heat map. The bright lines are liquidations. These are people trading with leverage. And so when the price hits that level, their trade gets closed out at a loss. And if they're losing money, that means the exchanges are making money. And some say that the market makers will push the price to those levels. So just be a little bit careful. Let's get rid of that liquidation heat map. Let's get back to the charts here. What we're seeing here is a nice little move, but what do you know? It looks like we might have a potential bull flag. Let's go to the 12 hours so we could kind of see it a little bit better here. You see we have a nice little move up. We have a little bit of a flagpole, close to a 45-degree angle right there. And we do have a target that's going to be a little bit higher. That's going to be right above 3 cents. And let's pull that back. Where are we at? There we go. Right here. And that would clear out those liquidations. And then I would expect a huge flush down. Maybe not going all the way back to 2 cents, but maybe going back to about 2.5 cents. So if it happens, you heard it here first. Now, I said I'm going to tell you about the Binance scam pump of the day. It's going to be Velvet, okay? Velvet. Look at this daily chart. This is the epitome of a BNB network scam token. This is a lot of insiders making a lot of money and a lot of retail losing a lot of money, but a lot of retail making some money too. We did get a couple trades in on this one, but this one's a little bit volatile. But if you do just have that itch, you got that dog in you, you got to get that trade in. I maybe found a cheat, a hack, the player's guide here. This is the Nick Valdez patented RSI, selling to the pump, selling to the dump. I want to show you something here. So I noticed, now it does, sometimes you get a little double dip. When we're oversold, I think it starts about here. Yeah, when we're oversold, that was actually not a terrible time to open along. So this is just the 5-minute RSI. So if you open along there, hey, you had a nice little profit. What do you know? It hits overbought. What do you know? That was a nice time to short. Next time we hit a low, we do, have a bear div right there, or a bull div, sorry. It went a little bit lower. Say you got in, as long as you're not using 25x leverage, which is a little bit nuts for a coin like this, you didn't get liquidated. Anything less than that, you should be good, depending on the fees. But what do you know? You would end up with a nice little pump right there, 6.75%. And right now, I would just keep an eye out on that. So when it's overbought, hey, it looks like, the algos are algoing. And when it's oversold, it looks like they're doing the same thing there. But I do not recommend you chase that pump. I mean, let's go back to the daily. This one's just nuts, folks. It is just a little bit loony to me. I would stay away from this one. Wouldn't touch it with the 10-foot pole. Wouldn't touch it with Tommy Lee's. Anyways, let's everybody, that's going to be our show for the day. Smash that like button. Why did he go there? He went there, folks. So go ahead and let me know if you like it down below in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel where we put out a lot of these pro charts on currencies, on commodities, on stocks, and on crypto. And tomorrow, folks, we're going to have another episode of Crypto Combat. So today's going to be the last crypto revealed. You get until Monday. So make sure you check out both those shows on the other channel, and I'll talk about my trades there. We have a really, really cool partner for that channel as well, BitBase. Highly recommend you check that out. But I'm Nick Valdez. Thank you for sticking around to the end, and I'll see you in the future. Thank you very much.